Welcome back. The second half of our day-night doubleheader between the Nashua North Titans and the Bishop Guertin Cardinals. Now it's the boys' turn. Head coach Josh Downing takes his 4-7-1 Nashua North Titans up against the 1-11-1 Bishop Guertin Cardinals. The Nashua North Titans coming off a 3-2 win against Winnacunnet on the 6th, and Bishop Guertin coming off of a 2-1 overtime loss versus Keene. And it's been a series of stretches for both these teams. Bishop Guertin coming in on a 6-game losing streak. They won their first game of the year and haven't won since. Nashua North coming in a win against Winnacunnet. They're 4-7-1 on the year. Matt Neverett and Tom King from Stello Stadium. And Tom, what have you seen from these sides so far this year?
Well, for Bishop Guertin, I've seen a team that's close, but not close enough. They've lost 12 in a row, and they haven't been able to possess and dominate the ball enough in the games that I've seen. And that's one of the things that they're going to have to do if they want to have a chance against Nashua North. For Nashua North, their goaltender, Will Brooks, is very, very good, very athletic kid. But you know what? I saw North in a home game at their school, not here at Stellos. They played it at North Field, do a no-show against Hanover. Hanover had to drive 2 hours to get here, almost 2 hours. And they looked like the home team. They dominated Nashua North a week ago in a 5-0 win. Nice comeback for North to get that win over Winnacunnet. But they're in the same boat. Need some wins to make sure they can secure a tournament spot down at the bottom of the ladder in a 12-team field.
And for Nashua North, a somewhat prolific offense for them. They scored 15 goals in their 4 wins and 31 goals against on the year. For Bishop Guertin, they scored 4 goals all year.
It's the same thing as it was with the girls. The girls came into their game only scoring 7, and North and BG comes into this one only scoring 4. They expected more out of this team. I don't think there's any question about it. Soccer at Bishop Guertin looked like it had turned the corner last season and was making a comeback, and now it's taken a huge step back. I'm going to wait to see how they handle this after the year is over and what plans they make for the future, because they are down in boys soccer. They just have not been able to make a good push in that sport in the last 4 or 5 years.
It's the Nashua North Titans taking on the Bishop Guertin Cardinals. Matt Neverett and Tom King here from Stello Stadium.
Nice dress. Just go do it. If you're not in control of how you act, then who is? Live above the influence.
Welcome back to Stello Stadium. Round 2 here of our day-night doubleheader between the Nashua North Titans and the Bishop Guertin Cardinals. Now it's the boys' turn to get going. It's the 4-7-1 Nashua North Titans, led by head coach Josh Downing, taking on the 1-11-1 BG boys. Head coach Ilir Ujkaj, and underway, and a 2-1 overtime victory for Bishop Guertin in the girls' half of the doubleheader. And an exciting one on tap, a couple of evenly matched teams. Nashua North with 15 goals scored on the year compared to 31 goals against. They're coming off a 3-2 win against Winnacunnet on the road on the 6th last week. And BG coming off of a 2-1 overtime loss against Keene earlier this week. This BG squad won their first game of the year at Alvern by a 3-0 score. They did not score another goal until last week's 2-1 overtime loss. They have scored 4 goals on the year. Again, 3 in that first game, and then 1 last week, and already a shot on goal. That's number 1, Todd Redmond, and the save by the goaltender, Drew Haley, as we have some offense already to kick things off. Matt Neverett and Tim O'Neill here from Stellos Stadium. Good shot by Redmond in space, and the save by Haley going down to the ground. A fast pace here to get started early on. Martin Flaherty sends the ball inbounds. Guillermo Alves tips it, and a turnover to BG. As the Cardinals looking for just their 2nd win of the year. Again, they won in their season opener by a 3-0 score. Didn't score another goal until earlier this week, a 2-1 overtime loss at Keene. They come in on a 6-game losing streak after a mid-season draw. They are 1-5 on the road. Nashua North 2-4 and 1 draw here at Stellos Stadium at home. Free kick upcoming. It's number 6, Trent Porcelli, the junior, awaiting to take it. His side waiting to get into formation. Goalkeeper William Brooks watches this one soar over the back of the net as Porcelli, a little bit too much oomph on it, and sends it way out of bounds, and the turnover here early on. Nashua North running a 4-3-3 on the offense with 4 defenders on that back line. Here's João Santana Neto. He'll get the throw in after the turnover. And Porcelli sends it sky high. The header kept in bounds by Bishop Guertin. Santana Neto jostling for possession again, wins it on a spin move, but cleared by Bishop Guertin. Knocked up by Martin Flaherty, and a man gets by him. Physical play here early on, and a man in the corner for Bishop Guertin. That's number 2, Sean Kelly, the freshman, has the ball knocked out of bounds, and the Cardinals will maintain possession. Sushrut Kodka in down near the corner. 36 minutes remaining in the first half of the contest. Sends it over the middle and knocked out of bounds. Goal kick upcoming for Nashua North. William Brooks to send it out. One of 10 seniors here honored pregame on senior night at Stello Stadium. Ball sent back towards him. Bishop Guertin trying to get some offensive pressure, but it's knocked away by Patrick McCarthy, one of the seniors. Working towards the sideline and out of bounds. BG will maintain possession. Won by Redmond, and he'll make a pass. That's to number 6, Alvis. Turned over, and BG once again with possession. Even numbers heading down the pitch, and Brooks comes out of the net. He'll kick it from the edge of the goal box. Over the middle, headed by Max Phoenix. Ball staying in the air. Couple of hops, and a man misses it. That's Downing for Nashua North. Kicked away. Good clear by Jack Gold. This ball staying in the air. Cleared out by Tiago Ferreira. One and across midfield. That's number 2, Tyler Downing, the junior. He sends it up to Redmond. Coming out for the save is Haley, and that's another aggressive play by the keeper for Bishop Guertin. Sends it sky high to the center of the field. Grabbed by Ferreira. Stopping on a dime as BG wins it, but Ferreira sending it back. Flaherty wins it, has it stolen away, now clears it. 6 minutes down already here in half number 1. 2 saves already for Haley. Header won by Downing for the Titans. He knocks it out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in from the far side. BG maintains possession. Here's Porcelli. Long shot and grabbed by Brooks for save of the game for him. And the senior sends it out on the throw. Santana Neto has it taken away. Now playing strong defense. Kodka back over the middle to Porcelli. Makes a move to the outside. Sends it to number 8, Andrew Murphy. He turns it around. Here's Redmond for Nashua North in a sea of green and yellow. Bishop Guertin sends it long. It's going to be off a man, and that's going to be called off of Flaherty, so another BG ball. Lots of action in the middle third here. Godka, a full run-up, and he'll send it long. Knocked out of bounds just before the goal line by Patrick McCarthy. Godka to take the throw in once again. Nice job by Brooks to come out and take away any scoring threat. Not a save per se, as that one wouldn't have gone in, but able to keep the scoring level. Here's a chance. It's Downing. Has to jump over the goalie. Haley came way out of his net to make that save. And 8 minutes down, just under 32 minutes left in the first half. Both sides going back and forth, nothing really materializing thus far. Some aggressive goalie play as well. On the far side, BG with the inbound. Stolen away on an aggressive take by Jack Gould, and coming in strong. A forearm shiver from a BG defender, and that turns the ball over. And the Nashua North player down, he took a hard shot on the hit. Nashua North in white tonight. That's Guillermo Alves, and he'll have to come off as Samuel Smith checks in for him. He took a hard shot. He'll be substituted out. Take a slow walk over to the sideline. Head coach Josh Downing making the move immediately for his man. So we're about 10 minutes down here in the first half. Sent way up by Jack Gould. Won by Kodka for BG. But a move to the outside. Now back in. That's Santana Neto. BG has the ball, but North has numbers on defense. A 2-on-6 breakaway. Going back and forth, but eventually won by the Titans. Trying to turn defense into offense. It's number 8, Tiago Ferreira. And he'll send it up. Offsides called. That's Sam Smith, fresh off the bench, the fresh legs. Just a bit too eager to get into the attacking zone. Still scoreless. For those of you that weren't with us for the beginning half of our day-night doubleheader, Bishop Guertin took a 2-1 victory in overtime over the Nashua North girls. It was Megan Lord with the game-winning goal in overtime, the first overtime period, to give Bishop Guertin just their second win on the girls' side on the year. The boys team looking for their second win of the year as well, as William Brooks comes out, takes away any danger, and he'll get it started on the offense as Tyler Downing with it now on the outside on the far side. Give-and-go action not to be as the Cardinals take it away. Sent high in the air. Here's Gould. Colin Miller, his first touch of the game. He sends it long. An onside play. Smith off the bench. And aggressive tending once again from Drew Haley. Sends it out of bounds. Nashua North ball. Martin Flaherty trying to throw the ball in bounds. Finds his man. That's Todd Redmond. Now back to Colin Miller. He sends a high ball wide left of the net. And Haley will dribble this one with the feet back into the box, and now he'll pick it up. 12 minutes gone in the first half. 0-0 still. Both teams going back and forth at around midfield. This one's sent high and out of bounds off a BG defender, so it'll be Nashua North ball. Trying to get into that attacking third. Ball sent high. Over the middle of the field, it's Ferreira. Play down the middle, here's Santana Neto. Fighting for possession, but won strongly by the Cardinal defender. Titans win it back. That's Ryan Downing going back and forth with Tyler Downing. Kicked out of bounds into the hedges here at Cello Stadium, starting to turn red. The trees beyond the hedges on the visitors' side, all still their normal shade of green, but that should soon change as it is starting to have a certain bite to the air as summer begins to turn into fall here in late October, about time. Patrick McCarthy fighting for it, and he turns it over. Deflects this ball. Santana Nato sends it up to Sam Smith. Working around the outside, he puts on the brakes, and it's taken away from him. As Downing with it now, sends it over the middle to Redmond. It's picked off by Porcelli. Santana Nato. Some nifty footwork. Gets it towards the middle, shot but blocked by Kodka from BG, out of bounds. Martin trying to find a man. He'll get it inbounds to Ferreira, quickly taken away. And now up in the middle. That's number 13, Spencer Beek. 2-on-5 chance for Beek and Max Phoenix going back and forth. Now they'll find the man on the outside. Can he keep it in bounds? Yes, but he turns it over as Santana Nato puts it towards the sideline, and just not able to keep it in bounds is Martin Flaherty, the junior. Only three sophomores in this starting lineup for head coach Josh Downing in Nashua North. 3 juniors and the rest seniors here on senior night at Stello Stadium. Sushrat Kodka, the junior for Bishop Guertin, to inbound. Those are from the sideline, almost near the net. A good throw and a smart clear by Pat McCarthy. Here's a shot with some menace to it, but it's a bit wide and short of the net. No need for Will Brooks, the goalie, to react much to it. 15 minutes down in half number 1, still scoreless between BG and Nashua North. Matt Neverett and our cameraman extraordinaire, Tim O'Neill, joining you for the action. Tyler Downing turns it over. Ball put back into the Nashua North defending zone. Tyler Gould takes it away from his man. It's knocked out of bounds, and another goal kick. Brooks shoots one along the ground, out of their defending third. This one shot up and knocked away. Kept in bounds on the header, but Nashua North with the ball. Man sends it high, intended for Sam Smith, but taken away. Here's Kodka. He finds Andrew Murphy, stolen away strongly by Tiago Ferreira, the junior for Nashua North. Here's Murphy down the other side. Taken away on a good defense by Martin Flaherty. Ball off the foot of Ferreira, and the Cardinals keep possession. Ferreira limping slightly, but appears to be all right. And out of bounds once again, another turnover. Back to Ferreira. And a foul called, sends the ball back BG way. Porcelli. Letting his team get down in position. Here's Trent Porcelli, the junior. Sends the ball into the zone. Off the head, and nothing going on the offense. Porcelli done a good job so far on a couple of free kicks, and the ball intended for him, taken away. Here's João Santana Neto, the sophomore. Around the outside, trying to find a man, but no one in position. Sushrat Kodke. Martin Flaherty. Now back to Ferreira. Here's Jack Gould on the defense. That 4-3-4 formation for Nashua North. Would have been an offsides ball, but turned over. Now back to Gould on the outside. Trying to decide whether to give it to Brooks in the net or not. He keeps it himself. And here's Andrew Murphy for BG. Sends it over the middle. Max Phoenix with it. Trent Porcelli goes inside, now out. Getting around his man. They're going to let the boys play. A little bit of contact. They play through it. Todd Redmond, the senior, good defense. Colin Miller defending his man. That's Connor Silloway. Tyler Downing inbounds. Finds Sam Smith, but it's taken away strongly. After an initial offensive onslaught by both sides, a couple of saves by each goalie. Now not much offense to speak of over the last 5 or 6 minutes. Here's Ferreira and João Santana Neto guarding stoutly. They'll send it to the outside, and Martin Flaherty. Santana Neto has it go off of him and out of bounds. Sushrat Kodke to send the ball in. Mustafa Isios checks in. He'll be up on that front line. Isios replaces Sean Kelly. And he's got the ball, sends it back through the air. Colin Miller forces a turnover. Now back to the Titans. Back over the middle, a good move by Downing. At midfield, finds his man. That's Santana Neto, and offsides called. A number of Bishop Guertin defenders calling for that. They get the call. And we're through 10 minutes here in the first half. Still no offense. A couple of players waiting to check in for Nashua North, including Anthony Jones and Hector Urea, junior and senior respectively. There's a 3-on-4 breakaway to the outside. It's Sam Smith. He's off the bench. Sends one on net, and just missing is Smith. From the right to the left, just not enough bank on it. And the goalkeeper, Drew Haley, a great effort to try and get a hand on it, but just wide. Smith thought he had a good shot on it, took it, and it was too much. So now coming out will be Ryan Downing. Also checking out will be Todd Redmond. So here's Urea in the game. Gets it into the attacking third, has it taken away from him. This ball knocked out of bounds by Bishop Guertin, and possession stays with the Titans. Here's Tyler Downing, the junior, inbound. He finds Sam Smith, who just missed a good goal opportunity. Anthony Jones waiting for the throw in. Bit too much on it. And a good job by Smith of fighting for it, but a little too much effort, and a couple of more subs come on. Sergio Anaya, one of 10 seniors on a senior night, checking in, as well as Jimmy Gutierrez, another elder statesman. They'll replace Downing, Tyler Downing. And Tiago Ferreira also taking a seat on the bench. 17:30 remaining in the first half. Still scoreless here from Stello Stadium. Anaya fighting for the ball. He'll win it. Turns it over immediately. Good job by McCarthy of clearing any danger. And here's Urea. Waits for his man in the corner, but not enough on the pass as it is turned over. That was Jimmy Gutierrez streaking for the corner. Colin Miller, stout defense. Petrelli sends it back. Now in, good defense with the header. Colin Miller to the outside, trying to find a man. They'll get it to Urea, and an offside's called. The senior, a bit too aggressive, getting into the zone a little bit too early. That's the second offside's call so far on the game. Now some confusion as to which ball to use. And Drew Haley does get the game ball as we are under the 16-minute mark in the first half. Now he's underway to take the free kick after the offsides. Matt Savoya awaiting to check in for BG. Anaya with the header knocked up to Jimmy Gutierrez. He wins it up. Sam Smith, the goalie to beat. And it's in! 1-0, Nashua North takes the early lead. Sam Smith with the goal at 15:30 remaining in the first half. Coming off a nice pass. That was Sergio Anaya who cleared it up. And Smith just beat the man to the corner. And a 1-0 lead for Nashua North as BG is now on the attack. So Haley with 3 shots on goal against, saves in 2 of them. Could not get it that time as Smith went far side, streaking down the corner, giving Nashua North a lead, their 16th goal for on the year. Goal against number 37 for Bishop Guertin on the season. Colin Miller sends it up to Smith on the sideline, trying to get another breakaway, but nothing going. Ball beat him there. Back and forth in the middle of the field. Here's Petrelli, or Porcelli rather. On the far side, moves it back over the middle. Sushrat Kodka works it to the right. Defended tightly. That's number 18, Brian Deegan. Deegan with the ball again, a distinct height advantage over Anaya. But a turnover, and Urea kicks it up. Smith racing for it, not going to get there in time as it's knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Nashua North ball. Receipt Data coming into the game for the Titans, and Joseph Stinson in for the Cardinals. Also checking in, number 16, Joseph Handy. Hector Urea with the ball. And turned over early. Here's Jack Gould. Sends it to the outside. Over to Sergio Anaya on the outside. Kicked over. Great job with the header, but not out of danger yet. Data off the bench and a save from Haley. Knocks the ball out. And a strong defense by Deegan. A bit too strong as Urea gets up, gives him a handshake. All's well that ends well. Urea will take the free kick about 30 yards out from the goal. 12 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. That'll be Jimmy Gutierrez to take the kick. Nashua North setting up a set piece. 2 men back on defense. Shoots it way wide to the left. 2 men on for BG. That's Handy and Stinson. They were taken off for that set piece. Now back in. Gutierrez coming over to Josh Downing. This ball in the middle of the field. Here's Data. Won by Anaya. And turns it over. 5 defenders back for Nashua North, and the one to get it is Pat McCarthy. He's working across the middle of the field. He sends it far side. That's number 14, Anthony Jones. Checked into the game a couple of minutes ago. Back to Jones. Now Anaya with it. Anaya and Jones, a little back and forth. Now they'll send it all the way across to Pat McCarthy. Anaya to the sideline, and Martin Flaherty right in front of his own bench. Receipt Data. Slips a bit on the turf. And now into the middle of the field, it's McCarthy who sends it way up. And now a chance. Smith sends it wide. In the corner and going down is number 14, Anthony Jones, and the ball stays with the Titans. Just over 10 minutes left in the first half. Here's Jones with it. Up to Urea, turned over in the attacking third, but one back. Deegan up to Porcelli. Stepping in the way is Anthony Jones. One back, it's gonna go all the way back to Will Brooks in net. He comes out, sends it across midfield. Deegan with it now. Brian Deegan shoots one past everybody. Will Brooks going to let this one go out the goal line for a goal kick. Halfway through the first half, 1-0, Nashua North leads. Sam Smith, a goal with 15:30 remaining. The pass from Sergio Anaya. 3 saves so far for Drew Haley of Bishop Guertin, and only 1 for Will Brooks. Has not been tested in the way that Haley has. Here's Urea. He turns it over. Brian Deegan with it now for the Cardinals. Back and forth, both sides clearing. Kodka. Here's Receipt Data. Urea shoots one sky high. Back to him. Waiting for a man. Squeezes between 2 defenders, and a foul called as he was a bit too aggressive in a quick play on the free kick. Here's Trent Porcelli. Turns around up the middle of the field. Data back to Porcelli, coming up from his defensive role. Nice tic-tac motion from Sergio Anaya. He sends it across. Anthony Jones with the ball. At the midfield line, it's Gutierrez. Anaya sends it back. Big Pat McCarthy with the ball. 8:30 remaining in the half. Has it taken away by Deegan, but sent back to Flaherty. This ball sky high. McCarthy wins another header. Right to Bishop Guertin at the middle of the field. Here's Trent Porcelli. Anaya defending him. Now gets some help as well from Hector Urea. This one hit in the air in a stout battle here from Flaherty. Knocked out of bounds off the defender for Nashua North. Sushrat Kodka to fire the ball inbounds. McCarthy wins a header. And good job keeping that one out of the goal. Jack Gould came in, sent it wide right, but the first corner kick for either side. Upcoming, it'll be for BG, just under 7:30 remaining in the first half. Still waiting for the man to take it. It'll be Trent Porcelli. The ball was stuck in a field hockey net just behind the goal. So it'll be closer to 7 minutes when Porcelli does get this ball in the air. Porcelli lining up his shot, kicks it with 7 minutes remaining in the half. Coming up is Kodka. One back by Nashua North and kicked out of bounds. A throw-in upcoming. Good job defending, as they have done so far in this game for Nashua North when they get tight into the net. Anton Mao. Receipt. Gets taken out strongly. That's Mao on the defense. They're going to let him play through it. And they're going to call a foul on Nashua North. Here comes Drew Haley out of the net all the way onto the other side of the field to take the goal, or the free kick rather. A couple of Nashua North players awaiting to check in. Alves and Ferreira waiting to come back. Here's Drew Haley, the senior goalkeeper, all the way on the other side of the field. He boots it from 50 yards away. A couple of ricochets, and Brooks coming way out of the net. Haley has to get a jog back. Also waiting to check in is Colin McMahon, the sophomore, for Nashua North. It'll be his first appearance, maybe not. He heads back to the bench. Urea across midfield. It's taken away from him. Now on the defense. Sent up. Porcelli, the intended target. Five minutes left in the half. 1-0 Nashua North leads. Alves and Ferreira check back in. Max Phoenix, the senior, comes back in as well for Bishop Guertin. Flaherty turns it over. Deegan with the ball. That's Phoenix. Back to Deegan. Takes a run with some speed. Up to Porcelli. Spins around the defender. Shot wide right. Porcelli, a one-on-two opportunity, but misses wide right, and now Colin McMahon will check in for Nashua North. Receipt Dotza coming to take a seat on the bench. 4 minutes remaining in the half. Flaherty sends it up. McMahon, his first touch will wait as it goes over his head. Anton Mao sends it over the middle to Brian Deegan in some space. Puts it ahead to Porcelli and knocked out. Good job, Anthony Jones, clearing the danger. This ball cleared from Flaherty. Mao with the throw-in. Strong throw, but Flaherty got up there and headed it away. Here's Alves. Another throw in. Anaya to take this throw in. down the sideline. Alvis just not able to get there in time as the throw from Sergio Anaya curved too far to the left. And Anaya with the assist on the lone goal of the night. Costly mistake there as this team had some momentum. Under 3 minutes in the half. Mao with the throw-in. He finds Flaherty, who will knock it out of bounds. Mao will wind up and a strong toss past Anaya, but Pat McCarthy, big right foot, will send it out. Back in. Not a save there for Brooks, but he comes out to get it nonetheless. And Mao will knock it back. This time into his own defending third and out of bounds. So Nashua North with the chance as Todd Redmond will check back in. Thrown in by Anaya. Here's Ferreira. On the outside is McMahon. Sends it across the middle. Nobody's home. Cleared out by Bishop Guertin. Jack Gould on the defense. Puts it over the middle. Ferreira with it. Back to Gould. Ferreira. McCarthy at the midfield stripe. Sends it up to Anaya. The header to Flaherty. Anton Mao sends it out of bounds. Here's the inbound from McMahon. Alvis sends it to Ferreira. Over the middle, working it to the right. Through the legs of a defender. In the corner, it's Jimmy Gutierrez. Sends it across and high across the goal post. A good opportunity there. And a great job defending as Gutierrez had a run with some speed, but was uncomfortable as he shot it off the back foot and just over the net on the cross attempt. The score stays at 1-0. We're under 2 minutes left in the half. McMahon off the bench, sends it across the middle, turned over. Anaya thought he had it, but it's taken away and taken out. That's number 8, Tiago Ferreira, the strong defense. And really a victim of circumstance there was Mark McGoffey. So from the midfield stripe, here's Drew Haley taking it again. 2 defenders back, the rest of the team up on a set piece. Sends it high in the air. Knocked up. Here's McCarthy fighting with Mao for the ball. Last minute of play. Anaya sends it up. Alvis fighting with Deegan for it. Deegan will knock it out of bounds. Anaya with it. He'll send it back to Alvis. He works over the middle. Has it taken away but regains possession. A spin move clears 2 defenders, and that's the end of the half. 1-0 Nashua North leads. Sam Smith the goal. And a good assist from number 12, Sergio Anaya. That with 15:30 left in the half. 1-0 Nashua North leads. We'll be back with the second half of action here from Cello Stadium.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
Let's do those pearly whites, man.
Yeah! The boys, check it. Yeah.
Ooh, cute.
Are you good to try?
I'm fine.
Hey girl, what's up? What's the name? What's good? What's up?
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Sir, go and step out of the vehicle for me.
Yes, sir. See ya, buddy. Today, Sean's got a hearing. We'll see how it goes. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Welcome back. Second half underway, the last half of soccer in our day-night doubleheader between the Nashua North Titans and the Bishop Guertin Cardinals. 1-0 the score here in the nightcap. A goal by Sam Smith on a through ball from Sergio Anaya. Smith took it the length of the field and put it past the goaltender Drew Haley for Bishop Guertin. And fresh out of the half, Will Brooks makes his second save of the game. In the 4 o'clock game with the girls, the Bishop Guertin Cardinals taking a 2-1 decision in overtime. It was Maddie Lord. Clutch overtime game winner. Give BG the win in the first half of the doubleheader. And Nashua North leading 1-0 here in the nightcap. Senior night here from Stello Stadium. 10 seniors being honored by Nashua North. On the defensive end, Tyler Downing checking back into the game for Nashua North. He was jostling for position there, and Jack Gould with it. He'll send it wide. That's Flaherty. Over to Ferreira off a defender. And back to Gould. Colin Miller with it now. Sends it across midfield and down. Number 6, Guillermo Alves in the corner. Waiting for his team to get down there. He works it back up over the middle. Puts a bit too much on it, has it taken away, fighting for it once again. And now here's João Santana Neto. Some nifty footwork, sends it up over the middle. Sushrat Kodka sends it back up top. And that's where Trent Porcelli is waiting. Here's Brian Deegan. Back to Porcelli, across midfield. He sends it way up. Mal fighting forward, a good slide tackle there from McCarthy. And too aggressive on the defensive end is Bishop Guertin, on the offensive end rather. And Nashua North earns the turnover there. Again, 1-0, Nashua North leading, a goal from Smith, assisted by Anaya. And now sending it up, Anthony Jones. Downing from the outside, working it up the middle. He gets it to Redmond. On the edge with some space, cuts it up. He's cut off, and a tackle in the box results in a penalty kick. The most exciting play in soccer. And we'll see one right here in the first 3 minutes of half number 2. It was Todd Redmond around the outside. He was cut off strongly. And now a chance, one-on-one action. It'll be number 6, Guillermo Alves, to take it. Drew Haley has 3 saves and a goal against already. The team's gathering around. Here's Alves with the right foot. And it's in! Haley dove to his right. And Alves put it even farther to the left. And it is now 2-0 Nashua North. So Alves with the goal on the penalty kick with 36 minutes and some change remaining in half number 2. And that gives the Titans a 2-0 lead. Josh Downing's club looking for their 5th win of the year with goals number 16 and 17 on the season in the match. And for BG, that was the 38th goal that they have given up, a 1-11-1 record. So 2-0. Our cameraman Tim O'Neill and I were talking between games. We need to have some more penalty shots, and we get one here in the second half of the second game of the night. And from Alves' point of view, he went just to the right of the keeper as Haley dove to the left, the far side of your screen. And realistically, as the goalie, you have one chance, and that's just to take a dive to either side. Haley has to come out to his left and make that play. It's a long boot into this, past the outstretched leg of McCarthy. Porcelli falls and then throws a forearm shiver into Jack Gould. He goes down, or rather that's Anthony Jones. He's all right, and a free kick coming up. It is Gould to take it. He sends it on net, one bounce, and Haley gets credit for a save. That's 4 saves in 6 opportunities for the goalkeeper. Strong right leg sent up by Flaherty. Here's Alvis. Scored the goal on the penalty kick just a few minutes ago. Won by Connor Silloway. And BG trying to take back some offense. Porcelli sends it up, taken away, and McCarthy puts it to the middle of the field. Silloway with it again. Fighting Alvis, he'll put it to the outside. Here's number 1, Ryan Blow. Takes it to the outside. And Todd Redmond, rather that's Anthony Jones, sends it out of bounds. 5.5 minutes down in the second half of our nightcap, 2-0. As Downing takes it up the middle, works it to the outside. Finds his man, that's Colin Miller. He has it taken away. But Jones puts it on the ground, back to Miller. Outside to Redmond. He's up over the middle to Miller once again. Number 10, Christian De Penas, a captain for BG, wins it, has it stolen away. And out to the outside, and Martin Flaherty. Back over the middle, now slowing things up. He'll find Miller. Miller, a chip shot over to Downing. Misses the header, but Anthony Jones with it on the outside in the back row. Missed opportunity there as it got past Tiago Ferreira. Here's Porcelli. 1-on-3, he goes to the corner immediately. He'll wait for reinforcements. Fighting with him is Jones. He puts it through a leg, and Jones, a sliding stop over to Downing. Blow back up over the middle. Downing racing for it. He's not going to get there in time as Sean Kelly, the freshman, with the ball. Over to Deegan, now back to Kelly. Kelly, a spin move around Redmond, but he takes it from him. Up over the middle. Intended for Alvis. And Flaherty. Up to Alvis, back to Ferreira. Stolen away from Mao. Miller has it stolen from him. McCarthy comes up from the back row and sends it sky high. Anton Mao fighting and jostling with João Santana Neto, and BG the winner. Content to slow things up are the Nashua North Titans with a 2-0 lead. They're coming off a 3-2 win at Winnicott on the 6th. They'll take on Concord on Friday night. A couple of substitutions in. Andrew Murphy for BG, and Sam Smith, who had the goal in the first half, will check back in for Nashua North. And for Bishop Guertin, their next game is Friday as well at home against Pinkerton. Samuel Mullet will check out, as well as Guillermo Alves. It'll be a goal kick here for Will Brooks. He's got 2 saves on the match, really not pressured that much. Bishop Guertin with only 4 goals scored on the year, 3 of them coming in their opening game in a 3-0 win at Alvern, and then they scored a goal last week in a 2-1 overtime loss against Keene. They've lost 6 in a row, and they are winless in their last 12 games. Foul on Downing on the outside in the attacking third for BG, and that's where they will take over. There's Trent Porcelli to take it. 31 minutes remaining in the match. Got to adjust the headband first, a vital part of any player's arsenal. He sends a curving ball over the middle. Headed away, that was Todd Redmond on the good defense. As Porcelli with some nice spin on the ball, curving from right to left. But off of Redmond, it'll be a corner kick, and Porcelli jogging all the way across the field to take it. BG trying to get on the board. Porcelli in the corner. 2 defenders back for BG. And a man in the intermediate range. Everybody else lined up in the front. Right leg of Porcelli sends it up. It is headed high. And it'll be a goal kick coming up. Will Brooks not pressured on the corner. That was number 8, Andrew Murphy. On the header, sent it just a bit high. Sends it to Jones, does Brooks. Turned over here, Jones with it again. Downing takes it away from his man, that's Blow. Colin Miller, guarded by Ryan Blow. Now back into the corner. Can he save it from going out of bounds? No, he can't. That was Sam Smith. And the ball goes back Bishop Guertin's direction. Under 30 minutes to go in the match. Colin McCarthy will check in. Joseph McGurk comes out for Bishop Guertin. Back and forth in the middle of the field. And not able to be saved. Tyler Downing. Downing off the head. Knocked over to Sean Kelly. They get it around him. Here's Sam Smith. Turns the ball over. Chance now. It's Porcelli. Brooks comes out. Takes away any threat. Sends this one over the middle of the field. And Porcelli was just hiding behind. You hear the coaches yelling out. He was like a lion by the watering hole, just waiting for his chance to pounce. Here's a little chance, outnumbered our Nashua North, but a good chance with some speed. Cuts to the outside. That's Santana Neto. Here's a shot, just high and tipped. A great opportunity. That was Flaherty. But an even better save from Drew Haley, number 5. For him, that was actually Redmond on the scoring chance. He's been a big part of this offense, but a corner kick upcoming for Nashua North after Drew Haley tips the ball over his own crossbar. Keeps the 3rd goal of the match off the board. So it's Tyler Downing. He sends it over the middle. Haley comes out and makes a nice grab in the air like a football receiver. Went up and high-pointed that ball. Now Jones and Porcelli fighting for it after the clear. Porcelli falls and Jones comes up with it. Sends it to his man, that's Downing. He'll tip it up, and Colin Miller going head-to-head with a defender. 2 defenders now as Porcelli comes in for support. He wins it himself, takes it up over the middle, stolen away. Knocked off the man, that's Sean Kelly. He now defends Sam Smith. Got away with one there as he pulled the arm. Referee in position, but elected to not call it. Downing. Chip shot. Finds his man, and a turnover as Mao puts it to Redmond. A turnover, but he gets it back, spinning around. Here's Deegan, sends it into the corner. Off a man, Trent Porcelli. A shot and a goal off the left post. Brooks came out to defend his man. And an aggressive play backfires on the goalkeeper as Porcelli scores with the assist. Credited to Brian Deegan. With 26 minutes remaining here in the half and in regulation, and all of a sudden BG back into this game. So they scored 3 goals in their opening game, a win at Alvern. Didn't score until last week, a 2-1 overtime loss. And now on the board in a 2-1 game. Nashua North still leading, but all of a sudden that lead does not feel as safe. Trent Porcelli's been doing a good job of getting around the outside, and he's rewarded there. He took it up over the middle. Ball cleared out of bounds. Kelly fires it in. Back to Kelly. And it's one. Here's Deegan, a chip shot, easily grabbed by Brooks. In front of his own net, save number 3 for the senior. And a new keeper in the game for BG as Drew Haley, now in his regular jersey. And that'll be Ryan Blow, the junior, in there wearing the orange goalkeeper jersey. That's what threw me off. And now Haley awaiting to check into the game as a player outside the net. Here's a chance. Jones. High is the shot from number 5, Sam Smith, already with the goal in the match. Jones cleared the defense. Smith just high and wide, a good chance. Joseph Morse checks in for the first time. And for BG, Joseph Stinton comes in, and Drew Haley will come in out of the net as all of a sudden BG looking to get back into this game, rather. Guillermo Alves checks in as well. 24 minutes remaining in regulation. Here's Haley, his first touch out of the net. He works it to the outside. It's Porcelli, an even run. Porcelli over the middle. He takes a shot. It's way wide to the right. Looked like that was a shot attempt, but just mishit it. And it actually missed the goal line entirely as a throw in the corner from Martin Flaherty. Here's Haley pestering. Shoots one high. McCarthy will send it. BG back with possession. Haley with the size advantage. Gets around Flaherty, but McCarthy once again is there to help his man. Sam Smith misses it. Alves back into the game. He's taken down, and the ball will go his way. Sergio Anaya, who has an assist already, waiting to check in, as well as Colin McMahon. Two to 1, Nashua North leading. We're under 23 minutes left in regulation. Both sides trying to stay fresh. Here's a chance, and just missing wide is Joseph Morse in the game for the first time. His first touch, a shot wide of the net, past Ryan Blow. Low line drive, hit by Miller. Almost taken away by Haley. Now here's Morse with it. He sends it up to Downing. He's open on the right side, in the corner. Tried to find a man, but nobody in space. Cleared, and a throw in to be taken by Downing as Anaya and McMahon both check back into the game. Neither in the starting lineup, but have got significant playing time here as Redmond checks off. Here's the throw from Downing. He'll get it back. Sends it over the middle. A bit high for his man. That was Alves. And now sent back down. It's Porcelli fighting for it. Haley will take it. Connor Silloway sends it up, but an errant pass taken away by Martin Flaherty. And here's Smith on the outside. Colin McMahon as well. Alves with it now. Fighting for possession, and Deegan will just clear it. Jumping up is Flaherty. And Morse sends it out of bounds, and he'll leave it there. Anaya out of bounds once again, so BG maintains possession. Brooks comes out of his net, now looking for a man. We'll send a ball out on a short hop. Here's Silloway. No handball called, even though BG was calling for it. Here's Downing. Cuts inside, gets by his man. That's Stinson. Downing by Stinson again to Anaya. He makes a move over the middle to get by Silloway. Jones on the outside. He'll find Downing. Past the foot of Anaya would have been a nice chance for a one-touch. McCarthy comes up. Here's Jones, and the ball stays with BG. And they're starting to move with a little bit of intensity now. Sean Kelly with the inbound. Head coach Ilir Ujkaj pointing out who he'd like him to throw it to. He finds it over the middle. It's Pat McCarthy. Anaya with the good defense. Jones over his head. Mishits that ball. Silloway comes up to take it. He moves to the outside. Finds a man. McCarthy sends it up. Past Morse. Here's Mao. Morse with it now. Sends it over to Alves. Couple of moves to get back to the middle of the field, and Downing is going to watch this one go out of bounds, as Alves had a chance for some momentum on the breakaway, but elected to go backwards, and Downing not ready for it. Porcelli's going to let it go out. Joseph Stinson letting his team get back down the field as we're under 19 minutes to go in the second half of the game. McCarthy coming out. A strong fight for the ball. As it's kept in bounds by Silloway. A good fight, even though he was severely outsized by Patrick McCarthy. Alves over to Downing on the outside. Kelly defends it. And now an onside play. Here's Smith. This ball cleared. Anthony Jones over to Downing. He sends it to Smith over the middle. And a foul called. And that's going to be on Smith as he was fighting for position. João Santana Neto awaiting to check in, as well as Joseph Handy for BG. Here's a move on the outside from Colin McMahon. Fights his man off the ball. Ball stays with the Titans. Gets it to Alves. He's got a goal on a penalty kick. Nashua North leading 2-1. Sam Smith with the other goal. Both seniors here on a senior night at Stello Stadium. Downing will save this ball from going out of bounds. Gets it to Anaya. And just offsides, they're going to say Guillermo Alves just a bit too excited to go on that offensive break. Here's Jones. Silloway with it now for BG. Downing gets an attack started the other way with some speed. Smith not going to get there in time, but not over just yet. Aggressive, and they're going to call him for the foul. As Smith has made some clean breaks, but they're starting to mark him here late in the match. So he's looking to get in with some speed. Won by Nashua North, it's Morse. Up to McMahon, back to Anaya. He'll send it crossfield to Jones. Downing, a through ball into the corner, it's Morse. He'll keep it going, Sends it up over the middle, and Blow comes out of the net. Not a clean grab, but able to rein it in is Ryan Blow. First save of the night for him. Haley, who just touched the ball, made 5 saves on 7 opportunities and a couple other close calls. He's now in the game as an attacking player. Porcelli trying to find Haley in the corner, and looks like Will Brooks, the goaltender, will come out. He'll roll it along to Flaherty. Sends it up, but it's blocked. Here's Haley. Tries to make a move to the inside, and he's taken out. No call. No call on the aggressive slide tackle. Drew Haley not able to maintain possession. Looking around the outside. Has it taken away from him, but Downing is able to save it. Back to Downing. Under 15 minutes remain. Downing puts one just wide of the net. A good shot in from Downing. Wholesale changes. Checking back into the game for Nashua North. It'll be Redmond, Santana Nato, and Ferreira. And for BG, it'll be Phoenix and Beek. Haley comes out. So he's back on the bench. We'll see if he is put back in the net or if he will get another shot out on the attacking side of the ball. Here's Anthony Jones, has it taken away from him. Santana Nato turns the ball over, under 14 minutes remaining. 2-1, Nashua North leading. This one's sent up. One away. Smith racing for it. And a foul called on some aggressive defense. Stinson took out a couple of Nashua North attackers. And they're going to retry that free kick. From the midfield stripe. And it's shot up. A host of Titan attackers going for it. It's tipped up by Redmond. That one is up and that one is in. Just over Blow. And a 3-1 Nashua North lead. A great job from Gould on the free kick. Gould sends it up, and that was Todd Redmond. Just over Blow, who has 1 save and 2 tries now, and it's a 3-1 lead for Nashua North. They came in with 15 goals over 12 games, and now they have 6 in their last 2. Head coach Josh Downing figuring out what is working on the offense. Here's Jones moving up from his defensive spot. Smith goes down and another foul called. .12:36 remaining when that goal was scored. Here's another one, shot across and too high off the foot of Jack Gould, who had the assist on that free kick. They initially had the free kick. The referee ruled there was an offsides player. They got it back, and thankfully so if you're a Titans fan, because Gould sent it up to Redmond, who took it on a bounce and put it over Ryan Blow for the 3rd goal of the game. Jimmy Gutierrez waiting to check back into the match. Smith sends it to the outside, but he is hit. Into the corner they go. And they're going to call a corner kick. Trent Porcelli to take it. Deegan checks in as well as Gutierrez for BG and North respectively. The Cardinals will send 3 players back on defense, blow in net, everybody else up to guard the corner kick. This one saved by Brooks off the header. A good chance, but Brooks in position, and that's his 4th save of the night. Still a 3-1 lead for his Titans. He sends it high, down the near side. Redmond wins it, tries to find Smith, but a good job defending it from Deegan, who just checked back into the game. Anthony Jones taken away and taken back by the Titans. Smith tries to cut it up, but a bit too fine. Here's Santana Neto. He brings it up over the middle in some space, cuts it to the outside. He takes a man down, and a foul called, and the turnover brings the ball back. Under 10 minutes to go in the match. Now all of a sudden Nashua North with a 3-1 lead. And Sam Smith is down holding that right calf area. And he'll try to turn it around. Offsides at the moment, trying to fight back. He looks to be in some pain. Grabbing that calf. Could be a cramp. He's hobbling along. He's going to try and play through it. A man waiting to check in, now 2. As Smith, who has been a great attacker in this match, really piercing and getting into open space, could be feeling some of the ramifications of that now, as he is still in some visible pain. We're 8.5 minutes away from the end of this match. Smith with it. He'll fight through the pain. Sends it to the outside. It's Morse. Through 2 defenders. He's knocked down and the foul called. So free kick from inside 30 yards. That was Joseph Handy on the aggressive defense. João Santana Neto to take the free kick. Now he'll switch it up. He'll let Jack Gould take it. Under 8 minutes. Gould sends it sky high. High and off the crossbar. A good chance there, but not to be, as he sent it too high. And 3 changes as Jones checks out. That was Gutierrez on the shot attempt. And Smith will have a seat on the bench for the last 7.5 minutes. Reseat Data waiting near the substitute table as well. Gutierrez over to Ferrero. Flaherty over to Redmond. Redmond just scored the goal to put his side up 2. 3-1 Nashua North as we're at the 7-minute mark. Also awaiting to check in is Adam Landria Jr. It would be his first playing time of the match. Here's the throw-in from just outside the box. Won strongly by Flaherty, and now down the field go the Titans, and a quick turnover. Flaherty wins it again, back to the outside. Gutierrez down the corner, he takes it to the middle. Sent long, an onside play. Here's João Santana Neto. He puts it in, but blow comes out. Not a shot on goal, but he takes away the passing lane and keeps the score at 3-1 as we're at the 6-minute mark. Also awaiting to check back in is Connor Silloway for Bishop Guertin. Brooks comes out and defends it. Hector Urea, the third man, awaiting to check in, as now the Titans just looking to get some players some extra playing time with a 2-goal lead late in the match. Too aggressive here for the referee's liking. And a warning here as Nashua defender started getting into it with Sean Kelly, the freshman for BG. Still jawing at each other. Everybody coming in. Landry, Data, and Urea all will come on. And we're under 5 minutes to go, 3-1, Nashua North leading Bishop Guertin in the second half of our doubleheader tonight from Stello Stadium. A 2-1 winner was Bishop Guertin in the first half of our doubleheader. It was the girls winning a 2-1 overtime decision. Megan Lord with a game-winning goal in the first overtime period. Here's Urea. Over to Gutierrez. Way off sides was Adam Landry. Too excited for the attacking run. Drew Haley awaits to check back in for BG on the sideline. This one up but turned over. And back, it's Mark McGoffey. Anton Mao has it taken away from him. Jimmy Gutierrez with the ball for Nashua North. He'll find Hector Urea. Urea sends it back. Crossing it, and a bit too early was Landry. Turned over here as we are at the 3-minute mark in half number 2. Haley awaits to check back in. Sergio Anaya awaiting the substitution for Nashua North as well. Anaya with the goal on Smith's, or with the assist on Smith's goal in the first half. Now here's a move down to the outside, cutting back over the middle. And it'll be a Nashua North throw in with 2.5 minutes left. Last minute substitutions, including Drew Haley, who started the game in net, saved 5 balls but let 2 by him. Now making his second stint in the game as an attacking player. I don't know if on that free kick. And Haley wins the ball to himself, cuts it over the middle. McCarthy content to just send it back. We're at the 2-minute mark here at Stello Stadium. 3-1, Nashua North with the lead. This ball cleared across, and Blow coming out of the net. Good job of high pointing the ball and taking it away. As both sides making their last couple of runs. But it's been Nashua North who's been the better side really all day long. This one sent up to Trent Porcelli off his chest and out of bounds. Todd Redmond, who scored the goal to put Nashua North at 3, will check out. Martin Flaherty as well. They'll fire it up. This ball knocked out of bounds, so Nashua North with a chance for a last-minute goal. Here's Urea. into Gutierrez. Gutierrez sizing up the competition. Finds Urea again on the outside. He makes a move to the middle, and a shot just wide. And it'll be a goal kick in the last minute or so. Ryan Blow has made one save and one goal against him. As this one all but wrapped up, just waiting for the final whistle from the referee. Here's Haley, making a long run, outnumbered, but makes a couple of moves. He finds Porcelli. Anaya misses the clear attempt. He'll have another one here. Mao with the ball. Sends it into the attacking third. It's Silloway. Porcelli now. He finds a man. A shot that just goes high for Deegan. And a late substitution. João Valdivino, the sophomore, checks in. He'll relieve Jimmy Gutierrez for the last minute of play. And he won't get a touch as the referee blows the final whistle. And Nashua North moves to 5-7-1 on the year with a 3-1 victory over Bishop Guertin, who falls to 1-12-1. Smith, Alvis, and Redmond with the goals for Nashua North, and Porcelli, the lone goal for Bishop Guertin. Nashua North's next game, Friday versus Concord. BG takes on Pinkerton on Friday as well. For Tom King, Pete Johnson, and Tim O'Neill, I'm Matt Everett signing off from Stello Stadium. Nashua North defeats Bishop Guertin in the second half of our nightcap by a 3-1 score after Bishop Guertin girls defeated Nashua North by a 2-1 score in overtime.